Welcome back guys. In this video I'll be showing you how to use AMD's FSR 3 frame generation tech for absolutely free in Star Wars Jedi Survivor running on both Steam Deck and Rog Ally. I'll be using a program called DLSS Enabler. I have already explained its functioning. In this video I'll be explaining its setup process for Star Wars. I'll be using its development build. It completely automates the setup process. Now you don't need to manually execute the disable NVIDIA signature checks registry file. Don't need to perform DLSS version 3.7 workaround. OptiScaler mod has been updated to version 0.6. Currently this build is not available on Nexus mod's website, so I'll give its direct download link in the description of the video. Google Drive link, you can download it from there. A new stable build of DLSS Enabler with all of these features will be released soon. Until then, you can use the development build. In Jedi Survivor, when FSR frame generation is enabled, interface flickers during the cutscenes. Good thing is that we can fix this issue using another mod. You can download this mod for absolutely free from GitHub page. I'll give its link in the description of the video. And just click on this link under releases section. Scroll down to the end, then click on Jedi Survivor Fix zip file. I'll be running the EA Play version of Jedi Survivor. I'll show you the directory where you need to install DLSS Enabler. And just click on Manage here. View Properties, browse. This is the game's install directory. Just open SW game folder, then open binaries folder, then open Win64 folder. This is the directory where you need to install DLSS Enabler. And just copy the directory from here. Now just run the setup file of DLSS Enabler using the development build. Click on I accept, then click on next. Next. Here paste the directory of Jedi Survivor. Next, select the second option, install DLSS Enabler DLL module as a winmm.dll file. Now select this option. Enable support for AMD and Intel GPUs. Both Rog Ally and Steam Deck have an AMD based GPU, and make sure this option is selected as well. Intel XeSS 1.3 and FSR 2.2 replacement for DLSS upscaler. OptiScaler version 0.6. Next, it disables path tracing. It does not matter on handhelds like Rog Ally and Steam Deck. Install. Wait for the process to complete. There you go, and check this box. Finish. Go back to the game's install directory where you install DLSS Enabler. Here you'll see multiple mods installed. Just make sure dxgi.dll file is not present here. There it is. So I'll just delete it. Otherwise the game will not start. With this development build, you don't even need to execute the disable NVIDIA signature checks.registry file. Now I'll be installing the other mod. This is its zip file. Open it. Open SW game folder. Open binaries folder. Open Win64 folder. Copy these two files. Just need to paste them in the game's install directory where we install DLSS Enabler. Right here. Paste. That's it. The process is that simple. My Ally is running on BIOS version 338. I have installed AMD's Technical Preview GPU driver, Adrenaline Edition 24.511. For this game I have set the UMA buffer size to auto. Using a 25 watts manual profile, all three power values set at 25 watts. 720p resolution, CPU boost disable. Connected Mac GUI kit KK3 Max gamepad to Ally via Bluetooth mode. EA Play client. Just make sure overlay is disabled. Go to application, scroll down a bit, there's the option in-game overlay disabled. Turn off. Can cause the game to not detect the gamepad. Play. Make sure no third party overlay like Afterburner is running in the background. I'll be using Adrenaline's overlay. Shaders will get compiled at startup. Unfortunately this game still suffers from Traversal Stutter. It eats up a lot of memory on Rog Ally. Game will stutter a lot after about an hour of gameplay. When this happens, just restart the game. If stuttering is still present, then restart Rog Ally. The idea here is to free up Rog Ally's physical and virtual memories. Game's Adrenaline settings, FreeSync and VSync enabled, anti-lag setting enabled as well. That's it. In-game settings, 720p resolution, display mode set to full screen. I'm using the low preset. You can see we have access to DLSS 3 upscaler. It's basically XeSS version 1.3 using its quality preset. I'll disable frame generation for the time being. VSync and ray tracing disable, of course. Motion blur and frame gain disable as well. Same thing for chromatic aberration. I'll straightaway load the planet Kobo area, very demanding. Southern reach. I'll enable a Data Lens overlay. As I've installed a custom GPU driver, no value is shown for FPS count. So I'll just enable Rog Ally FPS counter from Army Crate. Minimum. Turn to the game. There you go. This is the game running without frame generation. Here FPS is around 50. Big open area. Be getting a very variable FPS here, ranging from 30 to 50. I'll engage in combat. The FPS drop down to around 43. Slice the creature. Perfect parry. Yeah, 43 to 47 FPS. Now I'll enable frame generation. Open the visual settings. Enable frame generation. Back to the game. FPS increased to around 76, close to 80. Yeah, I can observe the added amount of smoothness. It's definitely working. Okay, I can observe some flickering around the lightsaber when I move the camera like this. It's not easy to notice this flickering when our character is running. Game's interface is not flickering. That big creature is angry. Jumped on me. Oh my god. Slow down time. FPS here is around 72. Got hammered. Good experience on Rog Ally with frame generation enabled while swing. It's down. Few Traversal Stutters here. Like this. 60 to 67 FPS. Jump on this guy. Textures are getting loaded. Just drop down using the rope. We'll be sprinting here. Observe the FPS counter. Just ignore them. Yeah, here FPS is around 60 to 70. What the hell is this thing? Jumped on me. Here's the next meditation point. That creature almost took me out. Oh my god. I'm dead. Now I'll be testing the game on Steam Deck. My Steam Deck is running on stable SteamOS version 3.5.19. You can set the save file size to 16 GB using Cryo utility tools. Already shown you how to install EA Play client on SteamOS via Steam itself. We'll drop the video link in the description. Need to add a launch option to it. Just select EA app from your Steam library. Click on the settings cog here. Click on properties. Under launch options, add this launch option. I'll provide it in the description of the video. You can copy it from there and paste it here. Using this compatibility layer, G Proton version 9-7. There's the setup file for DLSS Enabler and Jedi Survivor Fix zip file. So first I'll be installing DLSS Enabler. We'll be using Proton Tricks. You can download it for free from Discover Store. From here select EA app, then click on OK. Wait for the next window to pop up. It can take about 6 to 7 seconds. There it is. Check this circle, select the default wine bricks. OK. Now check this circle next to Run Explorer. Click on OK. Wait for the next window to pop up. There it is. Now we need to navigate to the downloads directory where the setup file for DLSS Enabler is present. Open My Computer, open Z drive, open Home folder, open Deck folder, open Downloads folder. Look for DLSS Enabler file. There it is. This is the development build. Double click, installer popped up. Click on I accept, next, next. Here we need to specify the games directory where we'll be installing DLSS Enabler. Click on browse. I have installed the game on an SD card, so I'll open D drive, SD card directory. In my case, Epic Games folder. There's Jedi Survivor folder. This is the directory where I've installed the game. Open SW game folder. Then open binaries folder. Click on Win64 folder. Then click on OK. For everyone, the following directory will be same: Jedi Survivor, SW game, binaries, Win64. Now click on next. Select the second option. Install DLL module as a WinMM.dll file. Check this option. Enable support for AMD and Intel GPUs. Check this option as well. Optiscaler 0.6. Next, install. Wait for the process to complete. There you go. Uncheck this box. Finish. Don't need to execute any registry file. Close these windows. Just open the games directory where you install DLSS Enabler. SD card in my case. This is the games installed directory. Open SW game folder, binaries folder, Win64 folder. You can see DLSS Enabler mods have been installed. For enabling frame generation, Newcomb 9's DLSS G2 FSR3 mod is used. You can see its files here. Just delete dxgi.dll file. That's it. I'll be installing the other mod. Keep this directory open. Just open Jedi Survivor fixes zip file. Open SW game folder. Open binaries folder. Open Win64 folder. We need to extract these two files to the games installed directory where DLSS Enabler is installed. Right here. Extract them one by one. Close the archive file. These are the extracted files. We are ready to run the game. Switch to Steamworks gaming mode. The mod works with the Steam version of the game as well. EA Play client finally started. Select Star Wars, Jedi Survivor, play. Connected my Cosmic Bytes Stellaris gamepad to Steam Deck via Bluetooth mode. Performance tab, overlay level set to 2. I on the LCD variant of Steam Deck overclocked its display from 60 to 70 Hz. Frame rate limit and refresh rate set to 70. That's it. Game settings, 800p resolution using the low preset. DLSS upscaler set to performance. Disable frame generation for the time being. These effects have been disabled. That's it. Load Planet Kobo. There's Cal. Here we are getting around 17 to 22 FPS, hitting the GPU bottleneck. This game is too much for Steam Deck. Can observe the choppiness. It's one of the worst PC ports released in 2023. Even Digital Foundry covered it. Okay, so I'll just enable frame generation. Let's see what happens. Visual settings, frame generation enabled. Back to the game. FPS increased to around 40. Frame generation is definitely working. Can observe the added amount of smoothness. This area is not very demanding. Explore the area. Show some combat. Keep an eye on the FPS counter. There's some ghosting around. the lightsaber. Our mod is definitely working. Artifacts become more noticeable when the base FPS is on the lower side. Game did not crash as I have set the file size to 16 GB. Oh no, FPS dropped down to around 32. Block the attack. Aggressive flickering of lightsaber. Input delay is manageable. This is not a first person shooter. Let's check out the performance here. The FPS is staying around 30. Oh my god. Slow down time. Land some shots. Oh my god. Somehow I survived. It's 30 FPS with frame generation enabled, so the base FPS should be around 15. That was close. Restored my health just at the last moment. What was that? Drop kick. WWE style. Kill this thing. Very demanding area. Drop down.
Enemy in sight.
Can observe some choppiness even when the FPS is around 40. Just drop down. Not the ideal experience on Steam Deck, but I'll be honest, you can play the game this way. A lot of sacrifices are required. 30 to 40 FPS with frame generation enabled on Planet Kobo. That's it with the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.